I gotta talk about this. If you care about gaming, listen to this video, because gaming is in shambles and it's on its way to an even worse position. And I see the writing on the wall. I see it coming straight ahead like a semi, and I'm standing in the middle of the highway. But I've been noticing a trend in gaming where us gamers are getting disregarded, insulted, and even treated like big old dumb regarded consumers. You know, we don't know anything and we don't matter. And it's kind of alarming that this is what's going on. Companies are starting to adopt this type of thing. Usually you get one or two companies, fucking around, and then they find out when they get called out. But there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, we have companies seeking to cut mods from their games entirely. Like, what? And then we have consulting firms being hired to create woke characters and whack stories for our A3 games. A3, AAA, AAA. Yeah. Bars. That's stupid. Also, I can't forget that we also have companies placing ads in their single-player games to advertise their new garbage. Not letting that player enjoy the old stuff that they're intentionally seeking to play. Nah, they don't. They shouldn't play old games. Play new games. Like, gaming is a clustercluck right now. And more is happening every day, and it's usually something that could impact gaming entirely. Terribly. It's getting to the point where I think enough gamers are feeling fucked over and milked in the bad way. And when I say milked in the bad way, I mean your money being milked out your pockets. And not you're on that table and you stick it in the hole and there's a chick underneath the table going, oh yeah. Not that kind of milking, the bad milking. And you combine that with those same gamers being tired of having their whole lives infested with culture war bullshit. And those gamers try to use gaming as an escape from the bullshit, like the need for the representation and everything, even at the expense of that piece of entertainment. I don't know why I did that. Soon enough, there will be too many of them posting online crying for a solution. I'm including myself in that, crying like, we need to fix this shit. Like, gamers are tired of people making everything about culture wars, and we know those people talking about culture wars are only doing so they can get clout and careers. And as us gamers post about it and our posts get seen and shared, others' posts are going to crop up. Other people are going to join us. And the next thing you know, Donald Trump gets elected. Donald Trump gets elected because of all this. And suddenly, we feel deja vu when that name is popped up right next to the culture wars in gaming. Because, that's right, baby. GamerGate 2 on its way. Woo! But, what's been going on exactly that says major companies hate us, they want to murder us and rob us blind? Like what? But there's been a few things. And I'm going to tell you these few things, you non-existent viewers that hasn't viewed the video that has not been made yet. Let's start with Rockstar's mommy. The company Take-Two Interactive, they believe gamers should pay more for games because of the length of entertainment offered in those games. Instead of a standard price, a standard fee, a prison fee, it should be priced at length, or priced based on length or some bullshit. Like, motherfucker, movies don't cost $50 if it goes past like a 2-hour film. Like, you don't go to the movie theater and pay $50 because you're going to see The Irishman. Like, Netflix doesn't charge by the episode you watch, you dipshits. Take-Two Interactive, fuck you. Why would gamers be the exception in this? Well, it's because gamers are racist homophobes. Did you know? That's why they want us to pay per the hour, because we're racist homophobes. They're like, fuck you gamers, pay $300 a month for Elder Scrolls Online because of the vast amount of content available. I'm so stupid. Imagine other companies consider this, and enough other companies go for that. Like, it's gonna ruin the price standard for gaming forever. Like, you won't pay $80 a game. It used to be 60, now it's 80. You won't be doing that. It'd be hundreds, potentially. And that's not including the goddamn DLC and the MTX, microtransactions. But, goddamn, corporate clowns, corporate higher-ups, they're always out of fucking touch. Speaking of out of touch, Capcom sucks. They say mods are bad and may hurt their reputation because players may confuse big titty mods with official content. Like, they're worried that customer service calls may bog them down, so mods must be removed to keep players from complaining about the mod and blaming the game for it. Like, that pisses me off. No one has ever confused mods for official content ever, or ever called us customer support about it. Like, ever. That's a lie. Capcom, you lie. Capcom, you suck. They think you are all stupid enough to believe this too, that we all are. So they added DRM to stop mods, and now that DRM bricks games and lags others. Like, great job, Capcom. Great job, Capcom, I mean. You definitely didn't hurt your reputation by your hypocrisy at all. Or by banning a huge portion of your players' reason to play your hot garbage. Ugh. Oh, and FYI, Stalker mods are what brought new players in and made it popular again, especially a decade plus after its release. If it wasn't for Stalker mods, Stalker still would not. Stalker wouldn't be relevant, and there wouldn't be another one on the way. Like, removing mods to police your image and giving a reason. Removing your mods to police your image and giving us a reason that sounds like you think us players are too stupid just makes you guys look bad. Worse than what you think people confusing mods for official game. Like, you can't even officially implement a DRM. So why are modders the bad ones? Like, you know, you can't even fucking get your games to work right. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Who else has been mistreating us gamers? Oh, I said it earlier. Let's not forget to mention Ubisoft trying to pull a fast one on us and placing giant ads in their old games, man. Like, come on, dogs. You'd be playing an old ass Creed and you'd pause and then you'd see a giant ass ad for the new ass Pete game. And it's like those Todd Howard memes where he tries to get you to buy Skyrim again, and the memes progress to more and more violent ways to convince you. It's like, buy our new game, you poor bitch. This one's old. No wonder your bitch is fucking the Reggie dealer, asshole. If other companies do this, they will probably take the mobile game strategy of charging a couple bucks for no ads, and that also includes those mid-game pausing ads. Like, fuck all that noise. Now, there's like one more thing I wanted to bring up that's like huge, that has like major implications, and it's just all around terrible, and it's like scary. It's scary that this is actually happening. But the last crime against gamers is it's a big rabbit hole that could be spun off into like a huge like hour-long video. But basically, someone who dislikes gaming and thinks all gamers are racist white people is running a company that's hired to create inclusive characters and stories. They've been working with like tons of other studios, like at least 20, I would say. But if you ever see someone refer to a character from a AAA game as terrible, or a story from a AAA game is like bad, and it just seems off, and it throws everyone off, and it's like literally something that people point out when they criticize things, it's because of Sweet Baby Inc. And it's because of them for trying to infiltrate gaming and disrupt it through this culture war bullshit. And to be fair, this is like new shit. But this falls under the clout-hungry people who use a cause to gain a following and career. Like, this is exactly what it is. Like Anita Sarkeesian, Kufels, The Watchers, Zoe Quinn. If you don't know, The Watchers wanted to fight racism in gaming on Twitch. They would act as a third-party reporting service as long as you had a description, name, and optional clips. I said crips. Yeah, gang. Now, The last crime I'm gonna bring up against gamers that like is a sign of the end times, that things are coming. The last crime against us is one that has a big rabbit hole attached to it. But basically, there's someone who dislikes gaming and thinks gamers are all racist. They are running a company that's hired to create inclusive characters and stories. And they've been working with 20 different studios as well. If you've ever seen someone refer to a character from a AAA game as terrible, or said that the story sucks and doesn't make sense with the rest of the game, it's because of Sweet Baby Inc. It's because of them for trying to infiltrate gaming and disrupt it through culture war bullshit. Like, this falls under the clout-hungry people who use a cause to gain a following and a career. Like Anita Sarkeesian, Queen Kufels, The Watchers, Five Guys, Zoe Quinn. Like, oh, if you don't know who The Watchers are, The Watchers wanted to fight racism in gaming on Twitch under Call of Duty, under the game of Call of Duty. So it's like a very specific group of people they were targeting. And they wanted to act as a third-party reporting service, and as long as you had a description, a name, and clips are optional, that's how you would report them, and they would react. And the examples in their the examples of racist language in their like trailer video wasn't even racist. Half of it wasn't even toxic insults. So that's like that's the caliber of people that use clout, use a movement for clout and a career. But anyway, I had to take a breath. Anyway, Sweet Baby Inc. That's right, Sweet Baby Inc. They are the direct blame for that Suicide Squad games being terrible. Like, seriously, they are the reason for it. That story, the characters, everything. The gameplay, I guess, was alright, but the story is what people hated. And people found Sweet Baby Inc.'s hands in tons of other games, and they even found, when digging, that the CEO thinks they will change gaming and take it from the racist white gamers. Like, come on, really? Really, dude? Like, while digging into the employees of the company, gamers have found that these employees are racist as fuck. Like, racist as fuck, as well as doing the culture war tactic of calling someone an ist or an ism to stop their questioning, criticism, or whatever. Like, it's the default response that these weirdos use because they know they are fucking things up on purpose and it's wrong and they're, it's crazy. This is such a wild rabbit hole. And they are fully guilty of ruining games and trying to ruin gaming because of their hate for gamers. True shit. And that's the cherry on top of this crazy shit Sunday that is leading us down to the apocalypse. Alright. I can ease up a little bit. But GamerGate 2 will be a thing. And my dumbass is not saying it's going to be exactly like the original, but there will be gamers reacting negatively and fighting companies for the bullshit treatment that they are getting and the robbery that these companies want to try on us. That's what's going to happen. And all the shenanigans that's going to come with it is why I'm so excited. Like, there's going to be new channels and pods that befriend each other and then go to war against each other. There'll be friendships that form and fall apart over who supports gamers or gamers getting fucked or not. And it's going to get super serious. People are going to take it too serious. And people will care too much about what your opinion is rather than what's going on and if it's wrong or not. Like, try to change things because it's bad or try to keep things as is because it's good. Like, that's not going to matter. It's your opinion on it. And it's how movements online always go. It always ends up in, like, civil wars and wars on the opposing side, people reacting crazily. And it's going to be amplified because that's how people are in 2024. Look at fucking TikTok. Like, what makes me excited is the idiots that are going to get famous or try to get famous from supporting or disavowing GamerGate 2. Like, like before, those same idiots will end up becoming lolcows after the movement dies, and some will even end up running in British politics, or others getting cancer. Like, the internet is a wild place now, and everyone documents everything, as well as overreact, and overreact off emotion. The internet is serious business, you know? The internet and world is just a more volatile place now. And the second a group of gamers say, hey, treat us better, and stop intentionally making games bad because you hate us, or we'll stop buying them and mentioning you, the response will be atrocious, and it's going to upset gamers. People will immediately oppose gamers just because. Opportunists will stoke the flames and launch themselves into relevancy. It's going to be crazy. And these people are already in a dizzy because Donald Trump could be president this year. Like, we've seen the overreaction online before. We've seen the overreaction online against anyone they accused of being a Trumper. Like, I could keep going on and repeating myself, but the parallels are there. All I know is that is where gaming is headed. Especially with how people act online nowadays. And, yeah. Gamers went through it once. We all did. Us gamers went through it once before. And hopefully something actually changes with this go. I can't keep getting shit on and let gaming companies do whatever they want to us and make gaming unenjoyable as a hobby, like, you know, just as freely as they are. Either way, fight to keep gaming for entertainment and not as a hobby to ruin because you dislike the people who enjoy it. Alright, so, addendum, or whatever that word means. Before when I was editing this video, I came across an article that, like, is directly shitting on gamers and insulting them. Like, we had this in 2015. Like, this whole video was half a joke, but the more I keep looking into it, the more I'm, like, editing this video, it's like, holy fuck, dude. We are going to have a GamerGate 2, but it's going to be worse. It's going to be crazier. Like, if you guys are familiar with the Metal Gear Solid 2 storyline, the whole point of the game was to replicate Metal Gear Solid 1, but do it better. And I think that's what's happening. Someone, oh god, what the fuck, bro? So, this is a direct attack on gamers, guys. Like, this solidifies it. This is happening. Either we just let it happen or we say something. That's all. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos about gaming stuff, or if you want to see gaming history and niches. That's kind of what I do here at The Realm. Peace out, everyone. Stay safe, gamers, and keep on fighting the good fight. 3 Dog. Ow!